everybody. So today for book time, we will be reading this book called Pete the Cat, The Great Leprechaun Chase. I chose to read this book because today is St. Patrick's Day, and today people sometimes wear green for good luck. So I wonder, looking at the cover, what you think this book might be about. So let's find out what the book is about. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and Pete's teacher, Mr. G, is teaching about leprechauns. The one time you can catch one is on St. Patrick's Day. A leprechaun will bring you good luck, Mr. G says. Now, everyone in class wants a leprechaun. Pete gets a great idea. He will open a leprechaun catching business. So I wonder, what do you think everyone wants to do with a leprechaun? So let's find out what happens. St. Patrick's Day comes and Pete gathers some supplies. He hangs a sign above his stand. This will be easy, Pete thinks. So I see on the screen that on the sign Pete put up, it says Pete's Lucky Leprechaun Catchers. And then he also has a box next to him that says bait. And it looks like there's candy in it. He also has a rope and a net. Squirrel is Pete's first customer. I want a leprechaun, Squirrel says. I need good luck for my test. Cool, I'm on it, Pete says. So I wonder, how do you think Pete's going to catch the leprechaun for Squirrel? So let's find out how he catches the leprechaun for him. Pete has a plan. He will follow a rainbow until he finds a leprechaun. Finally, Pete arrives at the end of the rainbow and finds Clover, the leprechaun, next to a pot of gold. Pete sneaks up behind Clover. Swoosh! Do you think he was able to catch Clover? Let's find out. But Clover is too fast. Did you think you can catch me? He asked. Once there was a cat named Pete who thought nabbing some luck would be neat. Then he happened upon a smart leprechaun who he'll find quite tricky to beat. So as I'm reading this page, I noticed that there are some rhyming words, and I was wondering if you noticed any. So I noticed that the words Pete, neat, and beat all rhyme because they have the same ending sound. Clover disappears in a puff of green smoke. Pete will need a new plan. This afternoon, Gus visits Pete's lucky leprechaun catchers. I want a leprechaun, Gus says. I need good luck for my band recital. Pete says, I'll see what I can do. So Pete tried catching the leprechaun with a net. That didn't work. So I'm wondering, how do you think he's going to catch the leprechaun now that Gus is saying that he needs a leprechaun? Let's find out. Pete plans to lure Clover out with his music. He plays a jaunty song on his guitar. Before long, Clover dances over to Pete. Just a little closer, Pete thinks. Suddenly, Clover starts spinning around Pete. Round and round, Clover goes faster and faster. Oh no! Clover wraps up Pete with the rope. Pete has finally met his match, a crafty leprechaun he just can't catch. He'll never win, he better give in or find something else to snatch. I noticed some more rhyming words. Did you notice any? So I noticed the words match, catch, and snatch. They rhyme because they have the same ending sound, right? That evening, Callie visits Pete's lucky leprechaun catchers. I want a leprechaun, Callie says. I need good luck for my tennis match. Says Pete. St. Patrick's Day is almost over. There isn't much time left to catch a leprechaun. But Pete won't give up. So the first time Pete tried catching a leprechaun, he used a net. The second time he used a rope. So since those two things didn't work, I wonder what do you think Pete's going to do now to catch the leprechaun? So let's find out. Pete sets a trap for Clover. Before long, Clover tiptoes up to the trap and sniffs the air. I love candy, he whispers, peering under the box. Pete waits very quietly. Do you think this plan's gonna work this time? Let's see if he's able to catch the leprechaun. Crash! Pete rushes over and checks underneath the trap, but it is empty. Clover skips away. Pete has tried many a plot, but still I haven't been caught. And isn't it dandy? I even got candy while Pete ends up with squats. So I notice in the leprechaun's poem again, he has more rhyming words. What words did you notice that rhyme? So I noticed that the words plot, cot, squat rhyme because they have the same ending sound with that T, plot, cot, squat. And I also noticed that dandy and candy rhyme as well because they also have the same ending sound. Dandy, candy. Pete has an idea. He follows a trail of spilled candy to Clover's secret hideout. Pete sneaks up behind Clover. Swoosh! Pete caught Clover. Why do you want me? Clover asked. I'm helping my friends who need some extra luck, Pete says. Luck doesn't come from having a leprechaun, says Clover. You and your friends have each other. That already makes you as lucky as can be. Could Clover be right? Pete is one very lucky cat. A lucky cat doesn't need a lucky leprechaun. He lets Clover go. Pete decides he will be the good luck his friends need by helping them out himself. Pete helps Squirrel study for his tests. Squirrel aces it. Pete helps Gus rehearse for the recital. Gus rocks it. Pete helps Callie practice for her match. Callie wins it. Clover magically appears. Good job, Pete, says Clover. I have one more poem for you. While Clover played hide and seek, Pete learned something unique. The luck that you make beats luck that you take any day of the week. Happy St. Patrick's Day. So that's the end of our book, Pete the Cat, The Great Leprechaun Chase by James Dean. Throughout the book, Pete tries to catch a leprechaun to bring luck to his friends, but soon learns that he and his friends are already lucky to have each other. And soon he decides to help his friends. I wonder what are some ways you can help your friends so they can be lucky? And also, draw a picture sharing what you would do to catch a leprechaun. And don't forget to share on Flipgrid.